All right, welcome to the ChapLips podcast where we talk, vibe, chill, and drink. And today's episode, we have a very, very special guest.
Very special.
Charlie made it right here.
Charlie made it. Thanks for joining.
I made the ChapLips, guys. I made it.
And tonight, I will be your host, Rhex. And to my right,
We
got Tay.
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
Cameron.
Yeah, Migs, the Prince of Darkness, aka Jack.
And tonight, we just have a couple topics of discussions today. We have some special questions here for Charlie Made It. And let's get to it. You guys ready for the first topic?
Yes.
No.
Let's get it.
Let's see.
Can you get out of the friend zone? Let's hear it.
Ooh, that's
Out?
a good one.
Let's hear it.
Can you get out of the friend zone?
Let's hear Charlie's thoughts first. Let's go around the table this time instead of talking over each other.
Okay, I think there's a boundary line when it comes to it. So there's a chance of getting out of the friend zone,
Okay.
but it depends on how deep it is.
There's levels to it.
I think, yeah, the levels of it. Because if it's always been like, if it's a brother-sister type of vibe the whole time,
What do you do?
and there's never been like that little connection, although you might feel it, that person doesn't.
I don't think
I don't think it's happening.
I agree.
I don't think so.
You sure?
I don't think so.
It's kind of like reading the
Come on, step bro.
Hey, Jack might be into that. No, it's all about the sisters. This dude's from the south. I forget.
Whoa.
No,
Don't do that.
What's your thoughts on this?
I feel like I don't think you can. I feel like the other person doesn't want that, like, that kind of connection or like mutual thing with you. I don't think it's just like a 2-person thing, and if one person's out of it, like, no, I don't think so. Unless you're like, unless you try to force it, then it just kind of like ruins the friendship, and then I guess that's the only way out of the friend zone. You ruin the whole fucking friendship by trying to force. So
I feel like in some ways, like, if you just treat them as a friend, sometimes they come around and be like, damn, I kind of want this motherfucker in my life more than that. Because they see you just like chilling, you doing your own thing. Like, damn, as a person, I fuck with this dude. It's like, maybe we could take it past the friends. Because I feel like in some kind of ways, you got to be a friend before you can be more than that.
And I
Like, some
agree
ways.
on that, but how long have you been friends?
That's the thing. There's levels to it.
Since I was
There's levels. See that? I don't know if I want to fuck that shit up.
Because you it's like you have family and you're like, fuck, if we get into something, like we make this happen and make a relationship, but we don't really like each other once we're in the relationship, you completely run, 10 years of knowing each other.
Yeah.
I don't know. We personally know.
We're
I
gonna
feel
have
like
to
it's
shut
kind of
this
like
down.
a read the room type thing. I feel like there's always like that tension if you like somebody. You just kind of read the room a little bit. Like, obviously, you're hanging out and you're like, damn. I feel like you can just talk. Just talk no matter what.
All right, question for you guys then. So, if you were in the friend zone, how would you get out of it?
how would I get out?
Like, you friends with someone, but you actually like them. How would you personally try to get out of there?
I would continue to be a friend, but like me, I'm gonna be vocal. I'm gonna let you know, like, hey, this is what I'm feeling, like, whatever. I'm not gonna be shy from that. And then that's like my only shot of trying is like, okay, I'm gonna try to like communicate what it is I'm feeling and like, hey, whatever. And if that doesn't work, I'm not gonna force it or do anything after that. Like, but I haven't.
So
really,
you'll settle. You'll settle for being friends if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
No, I feel the same. I think for me, if you, for example, I think like if you go into and even just trying to be friends with, because you kind of want to have that friendship vibe. You want to be
course
like,
you
want
want
to
to be
have
able
that
to-
best friend as a relationship. But if you go into it and you go into it as like, okay, we're friends. I want something that person doesn't. I'm not going to fuck it up
Exactly.
because I don't want to lose this person as a friend still. So me personally, I wouldn't.
Some people just work
So
better
say
that
you
way.
feel those, like she said, you feel that tension. How would you go about, bringing up that conversation? Personally,
You know what I mean? Like,
personally, you know, being honest. I feel like you can always kind of tell if there's like a vibe you guys go to the club together.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like
Go best friend. Go best friend.
Young thug.
Okay, so like you can kind of tell like you guys are like drinking, you guys are having a good time, and then like you kind of like with me and my best friend, I've never turned it back on her. Like we are strictly friends. But no, but
I throw it back on Miguel all the time.
when I used to like a girl, I used to always like kind of brush up on them a little bit, like kind of turn it back on them, you know, my thing. Then I kind of always opened up the friendship a little more, like maybe this is what it is. But also like sort of platonic dancing, throwing it back on my friend.
Right.
So like I said, you kind of have to like breathe like what the partner and your friend kind of feels.
I feel like alcohol can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
So you can kiss and make out and do everything when you're under influence, but then afterwards you're like, we're just friends.
Especially
But
that
I mean, like,
tequila.
Tequila.
Yeah,
Tequila. Do it to you.
Yeah.
You got it? How'd you get out of there? Playboy. How'd you get out of the friend zone?
I think it depends on the context that you were placed in it. Like, if she placed you in it because she thought she was like a manhole or whatever, you're just a player out in the streets, it's like, you got to settle down a little bit, show that you're more than that. But if she placed you in it because you had no riz, then you got to show that you're out there and you're wanted by all these other motherfuckers. And like, she'll see that and she's like, oh, that's a person of value. And then she might want to consider that. But if she doesn't, it's like, fuck it. Because at the end of the day, you're just homies. Like, just be friends at the end of the day.
Okay. You got Prince of
I
Darkness.
feel like each friendship has limits. Like some
Easy.
people are into the whole like we can do stuff.
Easy.
Still be friends, you know. Like,
All right, Prince of Darkness. What's your thought on this?
It's easy. A gun.
What?
No. For real. Like,
you know me.
no.
Don't be with me.
Take me out the Prince of
Shoot me.
No. But for real, to get out of the friend zone, I feel like if she placed me in it, there's a particular reason why.
Mhm.
Either she sees me better as a friend, which works out entirely. At that point, I don't really like to overstep my boundaries. I'll just keep on doing me and let time tell. If she eventually falls for me, that's cool. But will I fall for her? I don't know. But if I tried to actively get out of the friend zone, like if I wanted to pursue something, I'd definitely tread lightly.
That's a good one.
Because
Like-
girls, we can already tell. Like we already know.
We just
Like
know.
the guys, we're strictly just friends, or like they kind of want something. We can literally just tell.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
So I have a follow-up
Women's
question.
intuition.
Do you believe that males and females can be friends with each other without the male or the female trying to take it any further than that?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
But will liquor sometimes affect that? Sometimes.
I feel, is it a new
I
friend
mean,
or like a childhood friend?
Friend period.
Oh.
Like childhood?
Because I feel like obviously work friends are different.
Yeah.
Like guys, especially if you're in a relationship, don't actively look for girlfriends. Like, friends that are girls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't actively look like
when you're already preset in
Exactly.
a relationship. Okay.
because I feel like that could like
It opens up so many
Finagle.
possible doors.
it will open
Hell no.
yeah. So like yeah, I just don't feel like it would work out like if I had
I think-
female friends that I actively look like if
But-
I
Well,
Okay.
say you didn't actively look. Say you just like, you know.
Was a third
yeah, like you guys are my
Mutual
friends.
interest.
Like y'all just homies. Like
So I kind of got
I
out
don't
of
feel
the
like
friend
fucking you,
zone
Aaliyah.
twice.
Wait, so this man's saying what? You got
I got out of the friend zone twice before.
What's the
twice.
do?
What's the sauce? What's the special sauce?
So I'll provide a little bit of backstory. I met this one chick at my buddy's house. She had a thing for one of my other buddies. I was cool with that, but she was genuinely pretty cool. I had some same interests that I was into. We talked about it. We decided to just be friends, and I was cool with that. And about like a year later, I went back home to visit, and I was catching up with her, seeing how like things are doing. And I mean, at this point, we're just texting at this point. And she was a little tipsy. I was a little tipsy. I was like, you know what? you want to go on a date? And she agreed somehow. I don't know how. And eventually, we started hanging out before a date. And it was just like one of those things where like we're friends, but we're like we kind of like each other. And I kind of like started getting her out of the friend zone because like she had so much time. I guess she had enough time to stop liking the other friend, and she realized like, hey, I was kind of persistent. I was there for her when she needed it, and she liked me. And she's not all about like, oh, surprise kisses. And one day I just kind of asked her like, hey, you mind if I kiss you? And she was like, oh my gosh, I never really had anyone do that. Yeah.
That boy got W Riz. That's what I'm hearing. The Prince of Darkness, the Prince of Riz.
But like that goes back to what I said. Like both parties were kind of already on the same like flow. There was tension. There was built up. Like the energy was there. Like if she had no whatsoever, or you had no whatsoever feelings ever, like it wouldn't have worked out that way.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's kind of like my point.
Oh, yeah, we won that date. Everything went pretty well. Fast forward a year, we're still friends. She has a new boyfriend now. I went back to visit, hung out with her just casually, friends.
Hey, bro. Would you rather go would you go against 100 men or one goalie?
100 men or one goalie? Easy. I'll take the one goalie.
Easy.
Wait, how long were your friends before you started getting with her?
About a year.
Okay, that's not long. So yeah, so I think like within that 5-year range, you still have like leeway to kind of play because I feel like you also kind of like feeling the person out. Do you really want to, or do you want to just like, no, I'm gonna just keep it casual? You know, that's how I feel. But like if you know, after like a year or two, you're like, I'm really fuck with this person. I'm gonna try. Definitely, if you feel that neutral.
Agreed.
All right, so to segue into this topic, can we get out of the friend zone?
No.
Yep. Depends on the person.
Depends.
Circumstantial. There you go. Circumstantial.
All right, you guys heard that. It's very circumstantial. I say you can.
With a gun.
Sprinkle a little Riz in there, depending on the circumstances.
All right, so what he's saying is, if you want to get out of friend zone, come on, ChapLips. Watch it, learn from the Riz, the Prince of Darkness over here. Unlimited Riz. Teach you something. All right, so for the next topic.
Always stay strapped.
You gonna be my friend.
Stay locked and loaded.
All right, for the next topic.
Changed from last week.
Which strap though? That's the thing.
The 14 strap.
That's bilingual now.
Look, it's on my black backpack. You'll be never
Look on the scar.
It's what Dr. Phil always said. Stay strapped or get clapped.
Dr. Phil.
Probably.
I think that was
Okay,
8 weeks.
All right, for the next topic. Guys, next topic.
Stay strapped and get clapped.
All right, for the next topic. If you could take away a biggest regret, would you? Why?
No.
Why?
It's learning lessons in life. Like you kind of have to go through trial and errors, and you have to like hit rock bottom. You have to like the shit that hurts. Like you have to go through embarrassing moments and things like that to actually progress and learn in life. Like if I take back everything like I was embarrassed about, or etc. Right? I'd be fucking delusional still and very vulnerable.
Do you have any regrets?
I have a couple.
Share with the class.
Yeah, would you share? Would you share one?
I have to dig. I don't feel like digging for one specific. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any regrets, Charlie?
Regrets? I mean, most of y'all already know. I'm just kidding. Nah, I don't have any regrets because, again, like Latavia was saying, it builds your character. It creates the person you are now, right? Because if you don't go through certain things, you probably would be like in a stuck position in your life that other people would already surpass because they've been through shit, And it's the shit that builds you and create the person I feel like can change the world in a way for not just saying overall change the world, but change the world for yourself. For example, just me getting into the military, I personally would never saw myself going that way.
No,
I've always told myself I wasn't because I'm a military brat. You know, my stepdad was in the military. I've seen all this shit. And I said, nah, I'm not doing that. I hit rock bottom, and that's what made me even join. So I was like, fuck it. Let me just join, get myself out of the situation I'm in, move away, and just start a new life. Although being in wasn't the greatest for me, it still put me in a place where I was able to grow as a person, make new connections, and also be able to help other people because I've already went through the shit. I'm like, look, you can get through it. You can still go after your goals and your dreams and still make shit happen for yourself. So I want to say it's like a lesson learned for yourself, but also it's a lesson learned for other people who's like looking up to you.
So you have no regrets in life as of this moment right now? No. Does anyone in this table have anything they regret?
Yeah.
Whether
Of course.
So if you don't have regrets, who are you? Did you live?
Regrets? No regrets?
I think there's regrets, but it's a matter of would I go back in time and change how it went? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Would you share any of that?
I mean, like, I don't want to go into it because, like, I really hurt, like, my best friend in high school. Like, I was young, stupid, under the influence, you know, drunk, I shouldn't be drunk. But, like, I really hurt somebody, and, like, if I wish I didn't put her through that, I definitely wouldn't, because we were, like, fucking sisters. Like, of course. Our whole life was just me and her constantly, and then I betrayed her trust just for a night. Like, and I did that for what? Like, I hurt her for what? So if I could take that back, I definitely would.
I can see that though.
Now I can kind of tell like there's boundaries you cross with friendships, and there's like stuff I should and shouldn't do with other people. I mean, I guess I learned a little bit of it, but like I feel like I regret causing her the pain and like my pain also because I still miss her like to this day. I feel like we still could be friends. But.
Well, I don't know if it's fucked up to say out loud, but like had it not happened to her, you could have possibly hurt someone else. Like so now you've learned from that situation on like.
So like those are like the pros and the cons. Like I wish I could take it back, but like I definitely know like that was a really shitty thing of me to do, and I definitely not gonna put that or do that again to anyone else. I think there's like a balance to it, I guess.
Okay. Do you two have any thoughts on this?
I think it's like the same consensus that we came across. It's like all losses turn into lessons at the end of the day. Like I wouldn't go back and like redo the same actions I've done before. Like that's kind of stupid. But I mean, like I learned from what I had done, so I shouldn't make the same mistake again. Exactly. If I do, that's all my fault.
I like that.
So I completely agree. However, I do have another perspective that I would like to offer. So, of course, we all have our own regrets, but these are focusing towards more negative outputs of our lives. But think back to a time where you could have done something to better yourself. And you haven't. You might have like procrastinated. You might have done something else.
That is a pretty new perspective.
Kind of,
I like that too.
People kind of think of regrets as a negative kind of way. Yeah, like you could have like
like maybe if I worked out this day.
Like I want to like get into shape, and I just have a problem with like going to the gym. I can't necessarily bring myself to it. I know I needed the motivation. I needed discipline. But I just never really took that initiative. So that's like one thing I regret. Like back in high school, there was a
Be on the Fit View.
There's a play going on, and I was a theater kid. I was into theatrical arts, and maybe if I took a little bit more initiative, read like more into my lines, practiced more, or anything like that, made more initiative to like put myself out there, I could have got like a main role instead of like a supporting character role. Like it's one of the things I want to do. I want to like become an actor, and I set myself up for failure by not going about it.
Well,
I got counter actor.
I was gonna say.
So yes, that's a regret, but you still have the opportunity to still do that.
Yes.
So it's still a lesson learned for yourself. And I personally, I can say the same thing. I started my acting career before even doing the military. I could regret having joined the military, right? And stayed in Dallas, got through my shit, and then tried to get back into the acting scene. But what it did for me was, yes, my career in the military did hold off and put my acting career on hold. But what it did for me was it made me realize what I did not want to do.
Right.
Because if I were to stay where I was at and just continue doing the acting, yeah, I probably would still be in Dallas. I probably wouldn't have made all the connections I made out here, coming out to LA and California, which the military gave me the opportunity to do.
Yeah.
And it would have also put me in a place where I would have been stuck with a lot of the other friends of mine that were acting when I started. They're not nowhere near where I'm at where it comes to like the connections and relationships. And that became because I met people in the military who were also trying to pursue other things. So my fitness modeling, I was meeting up with people that were trying to get into photography, right? So I would be their model, guinea pig. And that helped me build my portfolio because I was letting them test runs. I got comfortable being in front of the camera more. And then I used some of those pictures that came out really good and submitted that to be now represented by a fitness modeling agency. So I think, yes, you can regret not taking chances, but if you don't allow yourself to stop, because that would be the regret, allowing yourself to completely give up.
Yes.
Don't give up. You might have to take different obstacles. You have to get through different obstacles to get to where you want to go. And you might have to hold off on certain things, but to completely just say, oh, I should have done this, that's a regret already saying should have.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So that's what I see it as. It doesn't matter how old, how young you start. If you would have done it in high school, doing it when you're already, graduated three degrees or whatever, I think knowing that you can still start now, you're already at a good place.
I absolutely agree with you. I have more doors that I can potentially open than I did 3 years ago.
Exactly.
So you're 100% right with that.
The only thing I'm going to hit on that was just basically with regrets in that situation where it's I should have. It's not necessarily that's time regret, right? So you have basically what he said. You start yesterday, tonight. You know what I mean? So you have the time to make up for that. That's it.
I agree. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Take the lessons learned.
Exactly.
Lessons learned.
Hey, for all the people out there watching,
You're still saying I should have.
yeah, 2 L's make a W.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
That's multiple W's then. All right, then. So I guess we go on to the next topic, which is a little bit more fun one.
Okay.
All right, let's lighten up a little bit. We got all these regrets in this room. Damn.
Regrets.
Or no regrets. I mean, my bad.
No regrets.
No regret of not having regrets.
No regrets.
I should have done back one.
Should have sent that text.
God damn it. All right, let's see. Do you guys like bald or natural?
Bald or natural?
What?
Oh!
Hey,
Yeah, we're gonna take this.
I'm thinking about that. Hey,
Bald or natural?
y'all got your shit in the
And we're gonna
gutter.
start over here. Bald or natural? In what context do you think I mean by bald or natural?
What concepts are you talking about?
Whatever
I'm
you
gonna
want
say
to
natural. I'm gonna say natural.
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 You
We
wanna?
all know we think
I'm
about
just
it.
saying. You want to
elaborate on it?
Yeah, I'm gonna say natural, but keep it clean.
I was gonna
Because it can still be nice if you keep it clean.
Hygiene.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I like the natural,
So whatever you're trying to go there,
or it's whatever my wife wants. Whatever I'm just whatever. Yeah, it's whatever.
Exactly. I like natural, groomed. Keep your hygiene good. You're good.
You don't like the bald,
Bald is
smooth,
cool. Bald is cool, but
waxed,
natural is.
lasered.
You feel a little pedophile-ish.
Yeah.
Whoa! Hold it. What?
Which one?
Wait a minute. Calm down.
He said the bald is
Bitch, you better be hairy.
Is it? Is it really though?
I don't know. I feel like as I gotten older, I've been seeing more natural.
Natural is
Kind of
where
as
it's
you're
at.
younger, you just be shaving the shit off. I don't even do that shit no more.
But you
Feel like
keep
I'm
it
grown. I'm
clean.
a
It's
grown woman.
trim.
Do that.
I mean, last week's episode, this girl right here, initials.
Initials and braids.
Okay.
She braided
Her
the
mind is everybody should say
initials.
that.
Everything else it wasn't bald, but it wasn't, shaded.
You
Just
braided?
that
That's some
one little
Viking
section.
shit. It's like straight Viking shit. That's kind of cool.
No, it wasn't. No, I wasn't out
Like
there.
if
It was
you
one of
wanna
those
if you wanna like go bald and you wanna be like, you know, booty butt like bare, right? If that's what you wanna do, cool. But like there's no like problem with natural at this point, I think, in life. So there's no problem with that. As long as you keeping it clean and you upkeeping that shit wherever, it's cool.
I'm like, anyway.
I mean, it can be bald and smelly too, so I'm just saying.
Who you experiencing?
That's facts.
Oh.
I just think whatever's on the plate, it's finna get ate.
Not if there's spaghetti going
Beat
in.
that ass up. Hey,
I need a
beat that
floss,
ass
too.
up.
Dinner in
Is
the
that what y'all are
afterwards.
into?
All right, so we're just gonna go around the table. Natural.
Natural.
Whatever you want.
I was about to say whatever my wife wants.
Okay.
Down for it there.
Come as
Hey,
you
I got
are.
the, what's the thing called?
You better call me George, but because I'm about to experience that jungle.
I thought she said you would have to take 4 men. George Foreman.
Oh no! I was going to say George Bush.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna say George Bush or something.
That works too.
I
But
like
I
my
mean,
women like I like my Georges.
Bushy.
Wait. Okay, before we go to the next topic,
Natural.
like for you guys like don't wax or laser.
I do
or-
get waxed.
Oh, man, that shit.
I wax
you too.
How often do you have to get waxed?
every month essentially. That's the
See, that's too painful.
Wait, so you're bald?
yes.
I'm
It grows back though, and I can't do nothing about it
Have you
until
ever gotten your shit waxed?
I low-key want to experience waxing.
you should.
Yourself? You're gonna get waxed?
Yeah.
Next week on ChapLips, we're gonna get all waxed.
Do a
Live on camera.
Last person to tap out is the champion.
Elimination round.
not elimination.
Oh,
First,
Oh man. All right, so what you got? Are we gonna close this topic already, or
yeah.
anyone to add more?
That's a great. That's
My manscape.
Or not cutting your
Manscaped.
Manscaped?
Yeah.
If men can use
The
it on their balls, we
Manscaped.
can use it in other places.
Yeah.
Facts.
Manscaped.
That shit almost bald.
Oh, wait, I got a question for the guys real quick. Hey, do you guys shave your booty holes?
There's only one right answer.
Yes.
There's one right answer.
No, that shit get prickly.
Question:
That gets so itchy. It
Not so much shave, but trim. Yeah.
trim,
with a
not
razor.
shave yet.
I'm not trying.
On next episode of ChapLips, wax our
What are you not
booty
trying to
holes.
do, Miguel?
You're not trying to have no doodle lingering. I'm just saying. It's just a cleanliness
booty
thing.
snacks. Booty snacks.
I mean,
Very.
But you still. Yeah.
You can, it can still happen. Come on.
Yeah, so like when you guys trim it, right? Like, don't you guys hate this phase where it like grows out a little bit?
Peach fuzz, the pricklies.
Yeah, the fucking prickly
Yeah,
That's
stage.
the worst.
You guys spread them?
If that shit starts to spread
I in the
out,
toilet like,
From the front?
yeah, that's the only thing.
Nah.
You gotta do the reach around.
Tell them the truth. You have your wife doing it, right?
Whoa.
No, you don't do
No, that's
I would never. No.
You tell him to know.
I will never put her through that.
He's looking right at the chocolate store.
I don't even know what my butthole looks like.
I don't think you can go back from that point.
I'm not in the mirror.
Why? You don't have that in here?
right.
No?
You ever got like the personal
Put, like, a
where you
mirror
put
on the
down?
Yeah, I do go underneath, but like,
We're talking
I'm not in the mirror. Like, I'm looking at my booty hole
Mirror.
today.
Tell me
3
this.
shades darker.
Tell me this, Rex. You ever get your asshole licked by a fat man in an overcoat?
Yo! Say that again?
You ever get your asshole licked by a fat man in an overcoat?
Can you answer that first?
Yes. Yes, I could answer. No, I'm not. But I have seen some movies.
Have
oh
you?
my god.
Yeah, it's called Jay and Silent Bob.
Wait,
Where they
what?
flip
What?
that.
What?
Kevin Smith's
What did
movie,
we
Jay and
say?
Silent
Say it.
Bob.
Say it with me. Wild card.
Wild card. Wild card.
Imagine.
You just gotta check out Jane Silent Bob.
Fat man in an overcoat
Hilarious
coming
movie.
Like, hey,
Can I lick your ass?
I'll lick your ass.
Okay, hold on. I just thought of another.
Just give me a McChicken.
I just thought of another subtopic.
With cheese?
I'm hungry.
Does anyone in this room eat booty?
Hell yeah.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Why not?
I would if like I meet that person I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with, but like right now, no. No, thank you.
Hold on.
Y'all talking about how y'all?
Yes, but
No.
again, goes with the clean hygiene.
That's what I'm saying.
There
Y'all
goes
talk
the-
about y'all barely shave y'all's butt. What am I gonna go? What am I going in?
Wait, hold on.
Wait, what?
Hey,
But
I think
We
you
just said we're okay with natural, so.
But if that shit,
Booty, bro.
No,
But it's
I think there's no spontaneous shit for eating ass though. Like you gotta be out that shower in your crib,
Yeah.
not sweating.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
that's the prerequisites.
Yes.
Like I'm not just eating ass and
You're not just like coming from the club all sweaty.
I'm
and
saying,
weird.
no.
No.
if I even think
You guys are
about
no
it
fun.
and that shit is sprouting out, what I'm gonna stop right there.
It's like, so, okay, what if you're in the situation and the dude's waiting for you?
No.
That's the position. Yo, dudes
Wait.
sitting there holding his legs like, I'm waiting.
I think it's more the doggy style, yeah.
What you want from me?
Now, do you want it counterclockwise or clockwise?
I think it's just hot potato.
Ew, what's that?
Hell no.
That's, no? Okay, what if it's the love of your life?
Oh,
It's gonna be cleaned up at least. Be cleaned up.
okay, so question for you. Would you be the one shaving his ass?
I'll do it.
Okay, good.
I'll do it. I'll
That's
do it.
good. If you're wanting him to do it, that's good that you
I'm
will do it.
gonna put it just how I like it. Here we go. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if so,
Alright,
Run this.
so you eat ass?
Huh? Yeah.
I have not yet, but I'm open to it with the right person.
Alright, reverse the question now. Would you get your booty hole eaten?
I have.
Okay. I'd say no.
I would.
What?
Wait, what? Say it.
I would.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
It's just like, it's witness.
Wait, hold up. But you said you would eat ass, but
I
you
would
won't let
eat
someone
ass.
else eat yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if it was spontaneous? Just like
He said
mustard.
he said you can't be spontaneous because it's gotta be like fresh out the shower.
Well, I mean, obviously,
I'm married.
you're out the shower when you want to typically
Yeah,
get in bed with
Get
someone.
your ass eaten.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
would you be okay?
Damn,
with
that
that?
sounds like.
It was so wet.
Want you nowhere near me.
So would you get your booty hole eaten?
Fuck no.
Why not?
That's the pleasure
just-
center
that's
for men,
emasculating.
though.
It is. That's where
I
our
think
G
it's a-
spot is.
What? I don't give a fuck. I ain't a G bitch.
Okay, so what? So what if a girl just she down there doing her thing and
So do
then
you get your Gucci?
no, but then you all of a sudden you're just like woo. But and it felt good. But it felt good. Would you let it keep going?
You probably want to tell.
The left
Just like
leg
that?
combo.
Give them the 2-piece combo.
No,
What if, okay, so
Oh, dude.
what if that's their thing though? Like they really wanted to do it.
girly.
I'm just trying to make them say yes.
It's the girly of dreams, man.
It's never happened, but I mean,
Do you want it to happen?
no.
Here and now?
But I mean,
Live?
no.
Here
He's
for
like, I know a dude back there.
He said, "I know a fat man with a trench coat with a devil mask on." Meet me at my throne.
Would you sell your soul for this?
For eating ass?
Why not?
What?
All right, Brady, would you get your ass eaten?
I actually have, right before this podcast started.
You're lying.
Wait, are you the person that had the old man?
Yeah, the old man. That's what he was saying.
That was you?
What do you mean right before this?
Right? What do you mean right before? Weren't you with Adam?
No. I was with the Cookie Monster. You just like to hide the fact.
You be eating that cookie.
No.
No, nah, the cookie jar. You better be. Her eyes.
The realization
Maybe
blew.
it registers.
No, I've never had my asshole eaten.
That's a
And-
good one.
I don't think I would consider it unless they just did it out of the blue.
Okay. Maybe then in the in the moment.
But how the fuck would that happen without y'all noticing?
What you mean? She like sucking you off and then she just
Yeah, and that shit just feel good all of a
Like
sudden.
moves down to the balls, and then they start.
Your legs
the
gotta come
tongue.
up in some sort of direction because
Not
your
really.
balls hang low, like towards like that area.
Wobble
So
to
it's
the
like
flow.
you gotta like lean the back, I would assume, a little
Well,
bit.
look at you.
And if you're about to assume the position, that's not
Skin.
spontaneous.
How is that not spontaneous?
Because you know it's gonna happen. And it's not gonna happen.
And she just like, relax.
I
She's like,
I feel like we always
tense
say
my
what we
shit
will
up.
or won't do until it
Get
happens.
locked.
I think that's the
Days
biggest
after.
thing too. I think it's more so once you're in the moment, you just kind of just like, you know what? Fuck it, whatever. Let's just give it a shot. If I don't like it, I don't like it. But at least I'll just give it a shot since I'm in the moment. And that's where it kind of happens.
We live one time.
in a couple months
Fuck it.
from now, we need to ask this.
She not wrong. We do live one time.
Oh, it is not in a couple days.
The inner animal comes out.
What?
The inner animal comes out and you just go down like.
Why can I imagine him wearing that mask when he's
Brady has a secret sex dungeon.
Look like it.
Goddamn right. It's not so
I just
secret.
thought something crazy when you
What?
clicked that thing.
Stop. 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 This is a family show.
Was it 21?
This is a family show.
Hey, we're gonna ask Kay the same question
It's
we just did.
viewer discretion is advised.
Okay.
All right, wait till Kay comes back. We're gonna interrogate her. All right, everyone go.
Yeah. You remember she had a 13 on the last question.
She was the second to lowest.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. Hey, Kay,
Hi.
we have a question for you.
Oh my god.
Here, Charlie, do the honors.
No, I'm scared.
Would you eat ass?
Yes.
Would you
Predictable.
allow someone else to eat your ass?
Absolutely.
Yes.
This is Miss 15, right?
No shame. No
Bro,
shame.
isn't it weird how Migs over there got the lowest, but not
He won't
Jazz?
Ask is where you draw the line?
No, I eat ass.
No, I'm saying his ass doesn't get eaten.
What?
That's weird.
You
Same G spot is in there.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's fucking
He said he's not a G.
He's not gonna be a
He
G.
said he clenches up and he's constipated for days.
It's just like pooping backwards.
Hooping her. I
Poop.
thought you said hooping.
Pooping backwards.
It's like sucking your poop back in.
Oh my god.
What?
Wait,
I was going for 5 minutes.
It's horrible.
what are we talking about?
Are y'all ready to wrap this?
Alright, we're gonna wrap up this topic.
It's getting off the track.
This
Literally.
is a family show with parental guidelines, alright?
This is not a family show.
For the Misfit family.
Okay.
We're a family.
We are
Facts.
We're a family full of grown-ups.
Yeah.
wrong folk.
Family don't have to have children in it.
I mean, Family Guy's not for children.
Hell
It's not a
no.
family show.
Family.
Alright, anyways, the next topic. Let's see what time we have. Alright, this will be our final topic of the night. What are y'all's dating relationship expectations or standards? Like, if you meet someone, let's say we're both single, right? For us three, what is your expectations for a relationship? Let's just go through the table.
Expectation.
Expectations is a very dangerous word
Yes.
Yeah.
because if you expect
You know,
anything,
right.
you're gonna.
Get let down.
Okay, so
Yeah.
expectations in a sense of
But I think
like,
of expectations, I think of like for me personally, you gotta be making your own money somehow. Like
There you
you
go,
gotta
yeah.
be driven, like gotta be like ambitious. Even if it's not like you're not trying to be like nothing crazy, but like You're not a bum. Like, I'm going to support you. You're a grown ass adult.
Is that a
You are not my child.
bare
Exactly.
minimum implied?
Oh,
It's
you
like
would,
a
you would
short
think,
age.
but you would think, but
I wouldn't even consider that. That's crazy. Yeah.
So are we talking expectations or are we talking like standards?
Yeah, it's both standards and expectations.
Well, I'll bounce off of that is you just, for me, because of, I guess like going off of my personality and who I am, I would kind of want that same drive. Like it doesn't have to be the same career move, but at least I see like, okay, you're trying to do something for yourself. That's what, I'll be happy with that. But if you're like, I'm sorry, I can't, if you're so needy and you're just like, oh, I just want to do whatever you want to do and I just need to be with you 24/7. And I'm like, but I'm trying to grind and you see me trying to grind and then you don't have that same, like, I don't know. I feel like I would rather have someone who's also in that same, I guess, mindset. And that's just for me. So.
I agree. It's just you gotta at least want to. What's the question again?
I'm gonna have to and start elaborating. All right, so the question again is like dating, relationship. What are like if you're trying to meet someone and then like you're in this talking stage? What's your final line? Well, like I'm not gonna do. This is not the person for me.
I think like I'm gonna hit on the bum thing, like just not really having like anything going for yourself. Whether it's just like if you like to sit on the couch all day and just play games, and then you don't want to get up and do nothing, and it's like this procrastination and laziness. Like that's kind of like that brings in like one person's gonna end up carrying the whole relationship, and that's just like I'm not gonna be the one to do that. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's like a list. It's just I like someone who's funny.
There we go. That's an expectation. Like
I like to fucking.
we don't have to get too serious about it. Like
no.
someone who knows how to be their own person.
Yeah.
Individual.
Yeah, like I want to be able to like.
Say that again.
I just want somebody good in bed. Rock my world and you can be involved. I'll take care of you.
Yeah.
Ali over here. I'm ready.
Someone who's like down to earth and just like has like just.
Would you want that person to get along with your family too?
Of course. Yeah. Yes. Like that's like a big thing.
Wait, why not?
Why don't you care? Why don't you care?
Because I think, especially for me, being gay, it took a long time for my family to accept. So if I love that person, I'm not going to leave you and stop talking to you because of what my family feels. You know what I mean? So.
But what if it's like early? Like you're in the talking stage.
I'm talking to that person, not my family.
Okay.
That person, I'm going to grow my life with this person. And I would hope that my family raised me well enough and they felt they raised me well enough to say she can make decisions for herself.
Of course.
And
To be able to trust you.
yeah. So
But I'm thinking more so, what if your family's cool with the person and everything, but that person doesn't want to be around your
Right.
family?
That's how I think of
and
it.
then I have to respect my person. That's the person I chose to be with. I have to respect them as well as my family. So if you feel like you don't want to be around a certain type of person or a particular person in my family, cool, you don't have to be. I'm not going to force you. Do what you do. And when the time comes, I'll go over there and stay home if that's what you want to do.
My dad actually told me to do the complete opposite. Like his recommendations, he said like all of his previous marriages failed because he stayed too close to the in-laws. Like his mother-in-law had too much like word in it, so they were getting into it. Exactly. So they're like they had their feet in it. So he actually recommended against that. I don't know where I stand towards that, but I mean, he's got more experience, whatever.
So where do you stand in that?
I don't know. I just said I don't know where I stand in that.
I feel like
There's like a boundary.
I haven't had an in-law I don't like.
Yeah.
Like, so I haven't got to that point yet.
Okay. So what if you meet a girl and they're like, I absolutely hate your parents?
Like, did you try? Did you try to like be open and like what is it that you hate? Like why are you so closed off? So
Like, maybe it's
That's
something
just
that
the
you
premise,
can
like-
fix,
I wouldn't
or,
even
like-
ask that question though, because then it's like, why does my person have to explain themselves to me? Like, say if it was somebody else, and say my wife didn't like Marshall or Charlie, I don't expect her to explain that to me. Oh, you don't like him? I'm not going to bring him around you. Or I'm not going to bring you around me.
That's valid.
Same thing with my parents.
So I would say for me, it's like you kind of said, it's a balance. I wouldn't want the person like super, super close to my family.
No.
But I also would want to be able to, at least if I decide to go to family events, family gatherings, I would want you to be okay with coming with me. And that will be like a drawing line for me. Because if you don't want to come, never, ever, then definitely as a person that is a family person, I like being around my family. So when I do get the chance, because I don't see them often, but when I do get the chance and I'm with someone that I'm like, oh, this is going to be my forever, I would want you to be there with me, the experience being with my family. And that's kind of where I stand.
Yeah, like at least the neutral, like keep
Yeah,
peace
like
kind
you
of
don't got to
bullshit.
be best friends with
Exactly.
anybody.
Like,
But be there.
just be there with me.
Yeah.
Experiences. Yeah.
No, exactly.
You got any opinions here, Prince of Darkness?
I agree with majority of everything that went on. One thing I would like to add is I would like them to kind of match me when it comes to like hobby wise, not necessarily in the sense of same hobbies, but more or less like they have a hobby that they like to focus on while I'm focusing on mine. Like if we have the same hobby, that's cool. We can both focus on it together, but it would be, I don't know, personally like easier for me if I can like focus on one of my hobbies in like my spare time without again like suffocated with like all that being together. And they can focus on their hobby without like the absolutely need to be with me or something like that. Like personal space goes a long way too, in having a successful relationship when it comes to that. So I like to make sure it's like a healthy divide of you have like your own thing that you enjoy doing and I'll support you doing it. And I have some of my things that I like to do and hopefully they support me doing it. When it comes to family, I kind of agree with everyone here, especially Charlie, when if they're going to be forever, they should be like hopefully feeling comfortable to come around like family events. And I, for myself, I'd be down to go to their family events. I'm usually eager to like meet the family because it's just kind of exciting to see like what kind of people I'll meet.
Where you came from a little bit.
Yeah,
What,
like
what was before like me or whatever, you know?
yeah, your background.
Exactly.
I like that thing. Like, me and my wife, what we do is like, we're like hanging out with each other, doing our separate things. Like, my wife will like play her game and I'll like sit on the other side of the couch, like watch TikTok, like read books. So like, we're hanging out and like doing things we don't like doing, but like without each other and without being each other's bubble. I was like, I like that. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. Just in each other's space.
Yeah, for the people out there just bouncing off that, I think a good advice is if your significant other has a hobby that they really, really like and, you want to make them happy, you should like ask them about that hobby. Like, because, my favorite thing is to like play video games, do editing, all that. And then it really makes me happy when my wife like asks me about it. And then I give her information, like how I do things. Because, it's my favorite thing to do. And it makes me happy that she wants to know more about it.
Exactly.
And then, like, you don't almost have to, like it as well. But it's like, it's a partnership.
It's cute watching your person like talk about something they love. And you get so excited. They be like talk with their hands.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like, oh, you can do this, but you can also do like this, and this.
But there's also times where you just leave them alone and, let them work. Let them work.
I am focused.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely sometimes, what?
Right. You've been talking this whole time. Sorry.
Stop. I'm butterfly.
That's good.
All right, then.
Yeah. When they do meet those requirements, it's just like, damn, girl. I just want to suck your daddy's dick just to get a taste of where you came from.
I knew something was going on.
I gotta know. Like, where you came from, I gotta get a taste of that.
You're literally fired.
I'm fired up.
I thought he was going to say, I didn't even
That was a totally different direction. I know.
Hell yeah, we can't have it going in one direction all the time.
It's going.
And with that, Thank you for tuning in to ChapLips podcast, where we chill, vibe, and talk about everything from everywhere, as according to the Prince of Darkness over here. And thanks for tuning in, and see you again on next Friday's episode.
Yes.
My name is Rhex, the host. We have our special guest here.
Charlie, thanks for having me.
And to our right,
Tay.
Alif.
Cam.
It's Migs.
Prince of Darkness, Jack.
And that sums us out on episode 3.
Hey, Rex.
Yeah.
Have Charlie push something.
3 episodes strong. Good